Hi everyone, I am back with another Halloween card. This one is kind of showcasing some of the items that I recently purchased from Michaels that a couple videos back I have a haul video on. So this is the card that I made, one of the cards that I made using this paper and stuff. So the card looks like this. This pattern paper is from the Midnight Magic 6x6 pad from Recollections. The Happy Halloween is from a Heidi Grace stamp set that I got years and years ago. It's just this little silicone set. So I used that right there. And I used the Jet Black Stays On ink for that. I stamped that on some very vanilla cardstock. And I've actually stamped out like a whole sheet because I'm going to make a few of these at my mom's this weekend. So then I just took my Stampin' Up! Decorative label punch. So that's this one here. And I punched out the Happy Halloween, and then I punched out another one using the gold glitter paper, and that's from this stack. And I just layered that. I did some inking with some Desert Sand Memento ink. And I took the gold and white twine and just kind of wrapped it, that's from this set here, just kind of wrapped it around the card, and then I punched out some spiders with this little EK Success spider punch. Excuse my phone for a minute. And I got these little rhinestones at my scrapbook expo last year. They sell these all the time. They come in and have these. So this is kind of like a tan color, I guess. It just looked really cute on the spiders. It makes them not look so creepy if you put like a rhinestone or a pearl on them. And then I just popped them up. I cut some dimensionals up and just popped them up that way. So the inside is just blank. I, just used a piece of very vanilla and then I inked around it, and that completed the card. So I'm going to show you how to make that one. I'm not sure if I'm going to get any more Halloween cards done on camera or not. So this could be the last one. I've had quite a few this year. Oh, and the spiders are stamped with using this little sheet that looks like vinyl out of the same stack that I got the glitter one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the card semi put together. So I'm using some gray cardstock. Hello. I don't really need this. I've already scored it. So I cut it at 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. And now I'm just going to fold that. So again, it'll open topwise. So this is just a, it's called Craft Gray, I think it is, from Michaels. It's their Recollections. And then my black mat is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down because I'm going to wrap the twine around the patterned piece. So I'm just going to get this down first. I'm just going to center it on the front. Like that. So I'm going to get my twine. And let's see, I wrapped it 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 times. So I'm going to grab a piece of tape. This is just Scotch tape. I think I'm going to start a little higher up on this one. So I'm just going to tape this piece down. And then I'm just going to kind of, just wrap it however. I guess like that. You can kind of move it around. It doesn't really have to make sense because it's kind of representing a web. And I know some spider webs are absolutely perfect. This one is a man-made, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So I guess, you know, something like that. Just however many times you want to wrap it, it doesn't really matter. You know, you don't have to overlap all of them. Kind of wiggle this around. There we go. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, I think, though. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attach this piece down so I get this one out of my way, and then we will work on our little sentiment piece and our spiders. And I will show you what I mean when I punch the spiders out, how kind of creepy looking they really are at first. So I'm just going to put a few little random pieces of adhesive there so this really sticks down. Oh, I forgot to ink this. Oh well, this one's just not inked. I did ink around the one that I showed you. I don't think I, okay, there we go. I didn't cut that very even. Yeah, duh. Most of the papers in this little stack are, well, I think all of them, they're kind of distressed. It's got this distressed look minus that one. But if you can see, it's got this distressed look. So I wanted to kind of copy that after I cut it. And what I did, I will show you on this one, we'll just compare them, is I took the desert sand and I inked along all of the edges. And then this one I did not, so oh well, you know. My mom's just going to give these away to people that are in her building, so some of her friends, they're not even going to know the difference. Thank goodness. Okay, so next we are going to, I think we're going to do our sentiment. Here it is. So this is how I did this. I took my gold decorative label piece and I cut it in half. But when you try to layer it just like this, these little points stick out. So all I did was just notch these little points off. Just like that. So there I have my two pieces. And now we're going to just, I'm trying to reach the trash can here. Going to go ahead and punch out our Happy Halloween. I need to get my punch back out. Oh, these thicker ones like to stick. Okay, or bigger ones. So now I'm just going to line this up. About like so. And just punch that out. And now we're going to do some layering, but we're going to use some Tombow glue for this because I tried using my glue stick and it would not stay. So I'm going to use my Tombow. And I'm just going to put it on the gold piece. And then all you got to do is just kind of line that up and just hold it down. So we'll give this a second. I know Tombow doesn't dry immediately. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. And I like putting the little dots because it helps me not use too much. I don't want it to ooze out on the sides there. Hoping my head is not in the way for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry. So I'm just gonna set that aside and we'll work on our spiders real quick. So a trick that I have learned, and I will show you why, with this little punch. When I punched it with my paper facing up, it curled my spider legs the wrong way. Because this is such like a skinny punch, when you punch through it, it naturally makes the spider curl. So I'm going to show you, if you punch on the opposite side of the pattern you want, so punch it on the back side, it's going to make your spider legs curl the way that you want them to. Turn them around. So it gives it a little bit of dimension, as you can see on the mat there. And we need 3 of these little guys. But do you see what I mean about how creepy they look? I don't keep any of these punched sitting around on my table by any means. I threw some away, and one of my sons asked me why I threw the spiders in the trash. And I said, well, because I don't want these little black spiders sitting around, because I will glance over and freak out that there's a spider on my table. So I was like, no, they don't get to stay. So I just punch them as I need them. If you're a spider lover, by all means, you can punch a whole bunch of them and stick them in a jar or something. That'd be kind of creepy looking. So I'm just going to take some little pieces of my dimensionals here. Flip all my little spiders over. And so we're going to cut this. You just need little pieces. And I just stick it right on the little body here. There we go. Alright, so we've got some puffy spiders. Now we need to get some dimensionals, and I'm going to put about 4 of them on here. Oh, I think I did 5 because I did one in the middle. Whoops. Yeah, we're going to do 1 in the middle. Alright, so let's get these little spiders on here. You can place these, you know, wherever you want. I'm just kind of looking at the other card as a guide. Yeah, I'll kind of stick them in the web. Alright, so we want this guy to go this way. I'll stick him in this web. Okay, so there is that part. We're going to go ahead and attach our Happy Halloween. And then we will put our little rhinestones on those spiders. Just to kind of not make them so creepy. So this one, I'm actually going to put here because I did the twine a little different. So they're really not all going to turn out the same. But that's okay. Alright, so I'm just going to take this little strip thing out. And these are in a strip. So I just cut them off. You guys have seen me do that with those little alphabet ones that I use. I do not mind doing this at all. So it's not that big of a deal. But I'm just going to stick it right in the center of that spider. So it blings up my card, and tones down the creepy. Spiders actually really creep me out, so I don't know why I've been so excited about using this punch, but these are cute spiders once you bling them up. To me anyway. So there we go. A little bit different than the last one. I almost really want to move this guy up, which I think I might be able to. Nah, he's pretty stuck. I might add another one. Anyway, and then you can do the inside. You just cut your paper. I'm not going to do the inside on this one right now. Just cut your paper for the inside. And then there you have a little spider Halloween card. Kind of spooky but kind of cute at the same time. And I hope you guys like it. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!